Mushmello, and welcome to Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting, where art takes a twisted turn. Join me as we bring to life chilling designs and spooky masterpieces, and we do it all one drill at a time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, grab your drills, and get ready to create something dark and dazzling. Let's paint the darkness together. Come on, let's go. Hello, you. Let me ask you something. Have you ever had a canvas that you've been waiting for? Hyping it up in your head, thinking it's going to be one of your favorite pieces ever? Only to finish it and it's just heartbreaking? Yes, that's this one. That is this one. My AliExpress from Tom Ellis as Lucifer diamond painting. Let's talk about it. So, I was very excited for this one. I mean, who does not want Tom Ellis as Lucifer Morningstar in their face for days, maybe even weeks, then up on your wall for all eternity? Yes, please, yum, right? But this canvas, we're going to get into it. This one was part of my stash. It was number 254 in my overall stash. And I had it in my movie category. It was movie number 8. So that just means that in my movie category, it's the 8th canvas in that category. And overall, as a stash as a whole, it was number 254. The specs of this canvas: this is a 50 by 65 centimeter square acrylic drill, 35 color, no specials. That's a total, my friends, of approximately 52,000 total drills. And I got it from AliExpress for around $23. I started it on June 26th of 2025 and I finished it on September 18th, 2025. That is a long time to be working on something that just didn't deliver. And by the end, it left me really, really sad and dry. Yeah. Sad times. Let's take a moment of silence for the sadness here. Oi. So one thing you guys might notice here is the timeline. It did take me about 3 months to finish. And there are a couple reasons for that. First, confetti. At first glance, you'd think that this canvas was mostly big blocks of like red here and black all throughout here, right? Oh, wrong. So wrong. All of this red and all of this black were actually varying shades chopped into tiny sections. And it was extremely confetti heavy, confettidocious, if you will, which made it really hard for me to stay motivated and make large strides of forward progress. If you just take a look, you've got purples kind of dancing in here. You got this red, and it's hard to tell, but there's another red and another red sprinkled in as some other red along with the reddy red. Yeah. Same thing with the black. There's 310, 939, and some other darker blue and blacky colors mixed in there. And then you've got all this confetti here for literally no reason. All this purple. Anyway, look at this hand. You can tell. I'm going to bring this up close. Bringing it up close. If it gives you an idea of all the confetti, look at that hand. Is that necessary? Is that really necessary? And as for the red areas, like, look. Oh, the different colors. Oh, confetti. Ugh, right? I'm not afraid of confetti. But it was extreme and totally unnecessary, in my opinion. Secondly, the reason why it took me so long, aside from the confettidocious of unnecessary stuff here, I had some real life things happening. Life was lifing. I was traveling for medical reasons, and I had a couple medical emergencies while I was in the middle of this whip that pulled me away, and it delayed my finish. Honestly, by the time I was able to sit back down, My motivation had already been drained by the confetti and quality problems. Still, I pushed through, and I'm glad to finally have it finished. Let's talk a little bit about drill quality and canvas quality. Okay, let me dig into these drills. First of all, these drills were, like I said, acrylic, and they had these weird little tabs. I don't know, they were almost pill-shaped tabs that were sprinkled in. Very trashy drills. Very, 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 very trashy drills that I constantly was having to pick these little rectangles out. It was driving me mad, to be honest. And also, the canvas quality. Kind of drill canvas conversion quality here. Because, boy, oh boy, this was a fight. From day one, I struggled with gapping and popping drills. I would just keep pressing them back in, pressing them down with my little iron thing, thinking that maybe it would settle as I worked across the canvas. Maybe if I pressed them down, they'd shift a little bit and they'd all live in harmony. No, my friends. Even after I seal it, a drill literally popped off. I pressed it all down and sealed it on up, and then a drill popped off, boom, right here. And I can see, just with the light hitting in certain ways, I can see about 1 million drills that are sticking kind of up and threatening. They're like, we are gonna pop. I dare you to touch us, move us. Go ahead, move the canvas. We'll jump. And that is what I'm dealing with here with this canvas. Gapping, crowding, popping, didn't want to stick very well, even after sealed. And to give you an idea of some of the gapping, right? Well, let's look. Ooh. Gapping. Right there, gapping. There's gapping all over this bugger. It was driving me nuts. I couldn't, there's a big gappy line here and here and here and here and here. Everywhere. So it's crazy. You kind of expect that with acrylic square drills. You can ask Kristen. She knows all about it. But I at least kind of live in harmony on the canvas and stay. If you're going to be gappy and wonky, do you need to pop too? Apparently this one has attitude. And yeah, it needed to pop too, because they're flying everywhere. Boing, boing, fling, ding, bing. It's like ricochets around here. But it is what it is. Just don't hold this up where light's shining from the backside, because then you'll see all the gapping as well. And honestly, sealing it should give you peace of mind, right? Because that's the point of a sealer. Lock it down. And I knew that this was a poppy situation. And I sealed the ever-living crud out of this. Yes, I did. And yet still, it went to bed last night, sealed, with all drills intact. And I woke up this morning, put it on the table to start filming, and boom, missing drill. It popped out. So, sealing should give you peace of mind, not another round of frustration. But this canvas just won't give me a win. And then there was an issue with symbols, specifically the number 2 and the letter Z. They were so close in shade and often clustered together that it's genuinely was confusing to tell them apart. And I found myself second guessing constantly. It just added yet another layer of frustration to an already difficult project that was supposed to bring me all the good feelings. You know what I'm saying? Tom, Ellis, Lucifer, all the good feelings. But no. No. So then there's the render itself. And I did post to you guys here and there some pictures, and we all know about Dumbo ear. Dumbo ear versus Van Gogh. We got one ear. It could be lighting, shading, his angle, and stuff like that. But you guys, once you see it, you can't unsee it. We also have the dead zombie hand versus this like white ghost hand here. Some other rendering issues is back here. This does not look like it doesn't look like this. This is like a wing spray painted on a brick wall, and you can see the lines of the brick, you know, kind of through here a little bit. There's no real vertical lines, this one, and that's about it. Mostly horizontal lines on the brick background, but over here you get some peaks of purple, but it doesn't do the bricky thing on this side. So one side bricky, the other side not so bricky. What? Which one is it? You know, is this on a brick wall or not? And if it's on a brick wall, why aren't we getting more vertical lines to indicate, you know, rectangular brick? Oh, okay, stay in there. Oh boy, I touched it. That's what happens when you touch this. Also, you didn't get much of a brick effect down here. There are some, it's hard to tell at your distance, but there are some, I don't know, reddy oranges in here that are supposed to be trying to hint that there's bricks back here. Yeah, no. And then you do get a brick effect down at the bottom. Down here, now we see brick, but it doesn't translate through here till you get up here, but it only half translate, and over here doesn't translate at all. Very interesting, right? So that's just one example here that the details are really inconsistent and sloppy. Like I said, we've got the one wing where you see bricks, the other one where you don't see any at all. And Lucifer, like I mentioned, has a giant ear and then basically no ear. The hands, white and gray, and it kind of looks like he has mismatched gloves on or something really kind of crazy. So also in the background, there's a harsh graphical boo-boo, maybe a harsh graphic division line where the black just cuts to red instead of blending like it should. And let me show you that. Can you see it before I point it out? There's one on each side. Here I go. You're running out of time to find it yourself. Okay, boom. Right here is the first one. Look at this. It is a perfectly straight line. This is all 310, and then all of a sudden we go to red. Just this harsh line. Perfectly, no blending, like speckling through, no confetti party to blend it in or nothing. Just boom. What is that? And then we have it over here in this top corner. It's a little bit more difficult to see. I'll bring it up to you, but right there in that top corner, they did it again. It's black, and then boom, just red. Just a weird, harsh division. It's just a very straight, harsh line division. Very interesting. And if we're looking at this, these are wings, right? And his wing kind of ends here. You see all the confetti that, you know, is supposed to make it being blended. But so then what is this? What is all this extra up here? It's like they went up and said, hey, this one looks, you know, taller, or we want to fill out more of the space. Let's add a little black slashes up here. I don't know. But this is disconnected from this, and it has that harsh cut there. I think obviously they added some extra black up here to kind of fill out the space maybe, and it didn't work. So editing mushy breaking in here. On the left you will see a completed Lucifer diamond painting from a couple feet away, and on the right you will see the inspiration art. Hopefully this gives you a better idea of some of these discrepancies and details and fails that I'm talking about in the video, particularly the bricks and the wings and his hands. I was noticing in editing, but not in the actual poster view, something's weird with his torso on the diamond painting. You think so? Yeah, guys, this, I had such high hopes. I sort of want to cry. I don't know whether to laugh or cry because, like I said, Tom Ellis as Lucifer Morningstar. Oh, but man, it just didn't. These are the kind of mistakes that just take you right out of the art piece, because instead of admiring it, you're constantly noticing the flaws in it. You know what I'm saying? So now sometimes a canvas that looks rough up close can redeem itself at a distance. And yes, this one does look slightly better when you step it on back. But even then, it's just off. The balance isn't right. I mean, it's almost maybe two different images spliced together. I don't know. The balance just isn't here. And the inconsistencies still read. And honestly, no one in my house likes it. Not even from across the room. Not even Leah. And she has the big hots for this guy too. Okay? That's how you know that this is not working. So here's my honest verdict. This canvas was a huge disappointment. And that hurts. It hurts. I was so looking forward to it and adding this one to my collection upon my wall. But instead, I'm left with something that doesn't feel cohesive and doesn't feel quality and certainly does not bring me as much joy as I had hoped when I look at it. Now, would I recommend AliExpress 50 by 65 centimeter square drill or acrylic square drill Lucifer? No. Save yourself the frustration and the heartbreak, because even for a budget canvas, the end result, in my opinion, is just not worth it. So my friends, that's my post-mortem wrap-up on Lucifer. And I guess not every diamond painting turns out the way we hope. And that's just the reality of this craft. Some are gems and some are duds. Unfortunately, this was another dud. That said, I am excited to move on to my next canvas, which will be, according to my calculations of the video comments where I asked you, which one would you like to see me do next? It would seem that I'll be doing Rokari's Joe Goldberg from the show You. Hopefully that one will restore my faith after this disappointment. And I'm just showing you. Here you go. Sneaky peek. This is what we'll be working on. Oh, this is just my inventory. I'm not trying to hide anything from you. This is just my inventory number. See? But here we go. This is what we'll be working on next. So this bad boy has 61 colors. It's a 60 by 60 with 61 colors. Oh, got a kitten up ahead of me. Yes, I do. So in any event, if you've ever had an experience like this, where you were so excited for a canvas and it just totally let you down, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories because misery loves company, right? And if you want more honest post-mortem reviews, more tales from the Kerr Whipped, more Figured Out Fridays, more Factor Fictions, and all the creepy crafting content that you know me for, hit that like button. Hit it. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. And ring that bell so you don't miss the next one. And until next time, you guys, stay naughty. Blah, 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 blah. More cut. Ha 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 ha. Edit. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.